Alekseenko, Wang Hao. Wang Hao played very interesting early g5, recommended by somebody. Obviously, white can play knight g5 here, the two knights. But again, I told you guys a few days ago, Wang Hao likes to spice it up. He likes that, spicy. And when he was defending against Giri, he didn't like that. So this looks boring until it doesn't. G5. That's the way Wang Hao wants to play. Wang Hao wants to play crazy like Fox News. Right? Wang Hao wants to play double-edged crazy chess. That's what he's good at. This boring defending, that's not his style. Yeah. So very unusual. I've never seen any of this. Very unusual, double-edged, complicated, not easy to play. If Grishuk was either side, he'd think an hour on every move and he'd lose on time on move 2. That truth hurts. Yeah. Right, on the live list, Carlsen's first, Caruana is second, Pomniachtchi's third, and Giri's fourth. That's the live rating list right now. Okay, always castle, it may be mate. Yeah, the engine wants to play f5. God damn. But, two bishops, what else? So, kids at home, if you want to be a super grandmaster like Wang Hao, don't develop any of your pieces. That's ridiculous. And make sure you move your kingside pawns for no reason. Okay? All right, now you're super GMs. Good. Okay, bishop g7, defending his e-pawn. e4, so his bishop has some space. Put it in h. Always put it in h. Going for the key squares. Queen d6 looked like he wants to castle queenside because he played g4 and h5. Born and not subscribed. Good. Okay, then he's like, wait, if I play bishop here, this pawn's hanging, and this pawn's hanging. So he's like, all right, I guess I have to castle kingside. Always retreat. The engine wants to play knight f5. It's the Feingold engine. But he retreated. I like retreating too, so I can't, He wants to get his queen over here, now that he castled kingside. He has to defend the d3 pawn, stop the d3 attack again, etc. Now, I'm trying to figure out why he didn't play c6, but, maybe he did, I don't know. The engine doesn't play it. I don't even know what he played. I can't see. No. And I'm guessing bishop b4 attacks the queen and the rooks. You have to play c5. Then the knight is, cemented on d5. So if white goes here and black plays there, that knight's there forever, ever. Forever, ever. By the way, in the song, Sorry, Miss Jackson, the real identity of Miss Jackson in the song is Erykah Badu, just so you know. Yeah, because they dated for a while. Whatever his name is. Okay, I'm glad you learned something today. Okay, always retreat, because the bishop has done its job. So, okay, back. Put it in F. That's why bishop c8. Just like in the Dingler in game, Chinese grandmasters this round always play f5 and g4 in both games, except Ding's king was over here. That's the difference. Jack Luppy gave 5 cents to dues. Right, Erykah Badu's mother is who he's talking to about Erykah Badu. Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, he dated Erykah Badu, and the song is like, hey, Erykah Badu's mom, sorry. Okay. Take on f5, following the Feingold rule. Take. So this position's about equal, but it's the kind of equal where it wouldn't be unlikely somebody would win. It's the double-edged equal, where the engine says if both players play correctly, it'll be a draw. There's a balance of weaknesses and strengths. And in these kind of positions, it's hard to play well because there's too much going on. So some equal positions are boring draws, and some are like this, where both sides can win. Black has 2 bishops. White has a backward pawn. If you don't believe me, you can ask Farnsley. And I'm not sure if this is good or bad. I don't know yet. If white takes them and mates the king, it's bad. If black, does stuff to white's king and stops white from going places, then it's good. So I don't know. Don't ask me. Andre 3000. He's the highest rated player. All right. Talking to her mother, not her. Right, that's what I said. And then Jack Luppy keeps giving 5 subs. Good. Yeah. 100 centidues. Hooray. 4 eels. Key and Peele sketch. Yeah. I used to like Key and Peele, but I don't know. The more I watch them, the more, it's not too good. If you've ever watched the video White and Nerdy by Weird Al, which is a parody of Chameleonaire and Crazy's Ryden, at the beginning, near the beginning of the video, these guys drive up in a car and Weird Al goes to say hi to them and they're like, ugh, and they drive away. That's Key and Peele. They weren't very famous then, but that's Key and Peele in the car. Yeah. Rosa Parks. I saw Rosa Parks at my middle school before you were born. Yeah. Yeah, it's just called Ridin. R-I-D-I-N apostrophe. That's the name of this song. Don't forget Crazy Bone. Why'd you forget Crazy Bone? Come on. Ridiculous. Come on, man. Yeah, Amish Paradise is great. Word Crimes is great. These are Weird Al songs that are great. I also like his making fun of this song by Crash Test Dummies. Mm-hmm. And not only is that a great parody, the video's fantastic. Great video. Dr. Demento. Yeah. Yeah, Crazy Bone. Yeah, of course. Yeah. See me mowing my front lawn. I really like when he gives the guy money, Weird Al, and instead of giving Weird Al drugs, he gives him a VHS of Star Wars or something. Hilarious. Yeah, Archer likes Albuquerque a lot. Yeah. Yes, that's an excellent one. Smells Like Nirvana. Yeah, that's a great parody also. The video's great. My favorite part of Smells Like Nirvana is when Dick Van Patten's in the audience and he has a big hamburger and he offers it to some skinhead and the guy hits it out of his hand. That's my favorite part of the video. Okay, so he forced C5. That way his knight stays on D5, can't be attacked. And the thing is, if your knight could be attacked and had to move away, there's a lot of pressure on D3. So he can't move his knight away. But C6 makes his knight move away. So he played here, skewering the queen and rook, and now he can't play C6. Okay, always retreat. He wants that knight to move away. And he's like, I'm not moving that knight away. And black takes everything. Now in this position, the problem with queen takes D5, and queen G6 is the best move, is after queen G5, there's a funny threat for white. The queen is overworked and the bishop is pinned, so white's actually threatening bishop takes E5. You can't take with the bishop, it's illegal. You can't take with the queen because the rook on D8 hangs. And I'm also threatening this, and then this falls, and it's like the dominoes all fall like a house of cards. Checkmate. And this is considered equal by the engine. And black is better by playing queen G6. Now he's, stopping queen G5, and these pawns are very, very weak. So black is a little bit better. Queen D1, always retreat. If rook takes, he wants to play some kind of queen B3 or queen A4. So queen D1, queen's better on D1. Queen A4 threatening the A7 pawn. They trade pawns. And black's a pawn up, but this bishop is great. This bishop's blocked. This pawn's weak. And black's king isn't super safe because there's no pawns in front of it. So black's slightly better. Always retreat. When they trade, it's just going to be a draw. Yeah, not too exciting. Not even clear who's playing for a win. Obviously, black has a perpetual. But, this is hanging. This king is ridiculous. The bishop can't, help. So it should just be a draw. Black's pretending to play for a win because pretending is fun. Okay, now he plays for a win, but, these pawns are both hanging. Bishop's not good. King is exposed. This is weak. It's obviously going to be a draw. Could take either pawn. The engine actually prefers taking that pawn. But yeah, you can't win when there's nothing left. And I'm sure you've all noticed this, except for one thing. The one thing is, none of you noticed it, is if we get a bishop ending, this is the wrong colored rook pawn. That makes it much more likely to draw. Whenever there's only bishops on the board, or it's going to happen, you try to see if somebody has a rook pawn and if it's the right color. So that means if we trade queens, white can sacrifice everything for these 3 pawns, and it's a draw. So that means it's probably a draw. I can go a bishop and 3 pawns for 3 pawns. So that's, I'll play b4 and trade. I'll get rid of this somehow, and I'll sack my bishop, and it's over. Okay, but he got to take that, so that's even more drawn. It's the most drawn. All right, and then they agreed to a draw because there's nothing on the board, and it's perpetual, so forth. So that was an exciting draw where both players played quite well. And probably for the not the majority, but for the, I know the word, give me a second. For the plurality of the game, Wang Hao was better. He was more better than Alekseenko was better. And then most of it was equal. It wasn't a majority, but definitely a plurality. I'll wait a few minutes while you look that up in the dictionary.